Buffalo Bill Jr. Buffalo Bill Jr.
Buffalo Bill Jr. with his little sister, Calamity. Buffalo Bill Jr. brings you exciting action, thrill, and fun with Judge Ben, fair and square, Wiley.
Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Jr.
Look out there. Don't you watch where you're going, you jughead?
Well, I'm sorry, mister. I wasn't thinking.
Well, Billy Rush.
Yeah.
You know who that was you almost tangled with?
Strangers around here, ain't they?
One of them was Tom Stace, the fastest man with a gun in Tombstone. This is your lucky day.
My lucky day. You hear that, Columbine?
Oh, howdy, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I need you in this saddle girth.
Well, help yourself right over there. Now, will you stop squirming, Calamity?
Know of any ranchers around here could use a couple of good cowhands?
Well, later on in fall roundup, they could use plenty of them. But right now, well, I don't hardly think so. Oh, hi, Sagebrush. You don't happen to know anybody who could use a couple of extra ranch hands, do you?
Not for low-down polecats like them two.
Why, Sagebrush, what's got into you? Don't pay any attention to him. He don't know what he's saying.
The blazes, I don't. They come a-roaring into town here like they thought they owned it. I'll teach them two yellow-livered full-flushes to push people off the street.
Here.
Lock him up, Judge.
On whose say-so?
On my say-so. I happen to be the town marshal. I don't think it'll be necessary now, Bill. Old Sagebrush here prodded him into it. So you just go on your way peaceful-like, and we'll let it pass for this time. Just a minute. Here's that saddle girth you wanted. That'll be 4 bits. If it hadn't been for Bill here, why, they might have killed you.
It's too bad they didn't. My life ain't worth saving. Not with the mess I've made of it.
Oh, when you go out gold prospecting, your chances are slim. You ought to know that, Sagebrush.
That ain't what I mean. I wanted to go out in a blaze of glory so that she would know what a humbugger old Dad was.
Her? Who are you talking about?
My daughter.
Well, you didn't tell us she had a family.
Read that.
Dear Daddy, I have wonderful news. Mother has given me permission to come out and visit you on Easter vacation, providing you don't spoil me by lavishing luxuries on me.
Sagebrush, have you struck gold?
That's what my daughter Penelope thinks. I've been lying to her all this time.
I know you are right about the Wild West with gunfighters and savage Indians being no fit place for a girl, but I'm 18 now. 18.
And I'll not be put off any longer. I've saved enough for my stage fare out of the money you sent me. Love, Penelope.
How did you manage sending her money?
Oh, I managed to scrape a few dollars out of the old abandoned ore dumps out to mine.
And evidently you sent it all to your daughter. No wonder you've been half starved to death.
Poor Sagebrush.
Poor Penelope. She's the one that's going to get the worst of it, thinking her old dad is a millionaire, and all he is just a dump rat.
Well, why don't you write to her and tell her not to come?
Too late. She gets in on this afternoon stage.
Well, if you had a shave and a haircut and were cleaned up a little bit, you could meet her at the stage, put on a big show, think of some excuse, and send her right back.
Not in those clothes.
Well, he can use this fancy suit you have here.
See, that's a good idea. Come here, Sagebrush.
No, I don't.
Come on. Let me get you. Oh, I won't stop.
What's that?
Nothing, just a picture I found in the envelope.
No wonder you were so suddenly interested.
I just feel sorry for her.
Oh, I bet. Now you almost look respectable. Oh, I mean dignified and everything.
Well, it still ain't going to work. Because I've lied to Penelope about so many things. She's bound to find out.
You mean about it being wild and woolly out west here?
With all the trimmings. But she's going to find out what a peaceful little town this is.
You leave that to me, Sagebrush. I'll give that stage a royal reception.
What are you doing? Making a dress for your lady love?
No. I'm making a mask for that notorious outlaw, the Calico Kid.
Huh?
Be ready for hold-up with Next Bend by Calico Kid. Bill.
Watch out. That's the Calico Kid.
Climb down out of that coat. Now, where's that 6-gun you were popping at me with? Take my advice, sister, and never use this again. You might rile somebody and get yourself killed. All right, driver, throw down that Wells Fargo box.
Well, aren't you going to rob me?
What?
I've read all about the West. Stage bandits always rob their passengers.
Not me, ma'am. I never steal from ladies.
How'd it pan out?
Oh, just like a charm.
Was she as pretty as her picture?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't notice.
Oh, not much. Well, here comes the stage.
Hold up! Oh, on my own flat! The Calico Kid!
Penelope!
Daddy. Oh, you look wonderful. Oh, darling.
I'm mighty glad you're safe.
Sagebrush, why are you all dressed up like a circus horse?
Well,
Pete, you better go fill out a report immediately.
What?
About the holdup.
Oh, yeah.
you know, you're prettier than a pan full of gold nuggets.
Is this yours?
My darling, it's yours for as long as you stay here. Driver,
take us to my suite at the hotel.
Get up.
Well, here you are, honey. Ain't much. But you know you've got to rough it out west.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy to be with you at last. I'll never leave you again.
Well, you see, now that you speak of it, you can't stay but a few days.
Why not?
Well, I've got business up north, important business that'll take up most of my time.
Your driver, he's wearing a gun.
Well, yeah, sure, he's got to. You see, he's got to protect me. I told you this is a wild country.
Hey, what are you doing?
This gun, it's been fired recently.
Oh, sure. I've been hunting rabbits.
With a 44?
Big rabbits, ma'am.
Now, if my little gal's all settled, we'll,
You know something, Daddy? I think your driver is a Calico Kid.
The what? You which? What? Why, that's ridiculous.
Yes, he is. I'm sure of it. And I intend to prove it.
Now, this is our very finest quality poplin, miss.
Very nice, but haven't you some calico?
Calico? Oh, indeed, we have. Yes, ma'am. We just got this in a few days ago. It's very finest quality, too. Yeah.
What happened to this?
Huh?
It's been cut into.
Well, I guess I must give somebody a sample.
That big? My, you're very generous with your samples.
Well, maybe they wanted...
Oh, driver, come in here, please. I understand from the sign outside that you are a representative of the law. Is that correct?
That's right, ma'am. I'm the district judge, justice of the peace, combination constable, and town marshal.
Then I demand that you search this man at once.
What for?
I suspect him of being the Calico Kid.
Bill? Oh, how could he be? Young lady, I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Well, are you going to search him or not?
Well, if you insist, yes. Come out here.
Uh-huh. See the eye holes? There is your Calico Kid.
Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, I refuse to answer without the advice of counsel.
Well, then there's nothing left for me to do but to lock you up. Come on.
Well, aren't you going to disarm him?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I forgot. Give me your gun, Bill. Now, let's go.
Well, anybody got any ideas?
Well, it was your idea to rob the stage. You ought to have an idea what to do now.
I can't let you out of here now, Bill, without giving Sagebrush away.
This'll teach you to trifle with women.
Calamity, you've just given me an idea. Maybe you can help us out. Appeal to Penelope, woman to woman.
Oh, I might.
Good.
Providing you agree on certain things, such as to quit making fun of me because I'm a girl, and to stop telling me I'm too young, and to do all the family chores for the next month.
Well, you're sure taking unfair advantage.
Well, it's no frosting off my cake.
Whoa, now, don't go away. All right, you win.
Shake on it.
Please don't cry.
I know my brother done wrong, but he was drove to it. We're orphans, and we haven't had any proper upbringing. Bill only robbed the stage to buy me this here dress. And if he stays in prison, I'll starve.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. Now, don't you worry. We'll see what we can do for him.
Thank you. Thank you muchly.
I'll let you out, young man. And let this be a warning lesson to you. Obey the law from now on.
I'll do my level best, Judge.
Miss Penelope here will report to me on your behavior.
Gee, I hardly know what to say.
Well, turning you from your outlaw ways will be thanks enough. The carriage is right outside.
Well, you mean you're taking me back as your driver?
Yes. In the first place, we're going as my father's mine.
What?
I want you to drive me out to my father's gold mine.
Look, you can't go out there.
Why not?
Well, it's too dangerous. There's wild Indians all over the place.
Indians? Oh, sounds exciting.
Well, I won't do it. It's just too risky.
Would you rather stay here in jail? Well, then do as I say.
All right, if you insist, but... Well, I'll have to get my gun and a carbine. We might be attacked by those wild Indians. And I'll take a roundabout way while you dig up some Indians. That way you can get to the mine before we do, so we can scare Penelope.
But all the Indians around here have gone to Black Rock for the tribal powwow.
We'll then fix up some men to look like Indians. And pronto.
Fine. Now do me.
Careful that carbine, it's loaded.
Don't worry, I was number 1 on the school rifle team.
Yeah, but there's too many of them. Get up.
Let's make a stand.
Too risky.
If you don't stop, I'll send you back to jail.
Whoa, boy. Whoa.
Was a little courage.
Well, those Indians aren't running away. They're heading back to their village to get more reinforcements. And if we don't hightail it out of here, we'll have the whole village down on us. Get up there. Help! Help! Help!
Daddy, how can you run your mine when you have so much Indian trouble?
Why, honey, the redskin ain't been born that can stop your old daddy. Come in.
Excuse me, I didn't know you were undressed.
Well, negligee is hardly considered undressed. Come in.
Here's the stage ticket, Sagebrush, on tomorrow's stage.
I take it this means you've decided to get rid of me.
Well, now, don't put it that way, honey. But just like I told you, I've got business up north.
All right, I'll go. But first you've got to promise me one thing or I'll never forgive you.
What's that?
You're going to take me to see your gold mine. Now, don't interrupt. I've been taking a class in geology at school, and I promised the teacher in class that I'd bring them a report firsthand on the operation of your mine. If you love me, Daddy, you won't fail me.
I'm a busting her young heart. There's no way out of it this time, son. We've played out.
Oh, don't worry, Sagebrush. We'll think of something. All we need is the loan of a wagon load of ore just for today, Mr. Fletcher.
Is that all? Do you have any idea what a wagon load of high-grade ore is worth? $4,000, maybe $5,000.
Oh, nothing's going to happen to that gold. We'll just use it to kind of dress up Sagebrush's old mine.
Well, Judge, as long as you'll stand good for it, and providing I go along as a guard, I guess it'll be all right.
Now, don't anybody touch that and smear that paint. Here, give me that coat.
Hey, what are they doing here?
Well, that's them two fellas you had that fight with in my store, ain't it?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know who hired them, but they better get out pronto.
Uh-oh, too late now, Sagebrush.
Welcome to the Montezuma mine.
Why, it's even more than I expected. Come on, you're going to show me all around.
Well, you see, honey, I'm too busy making assays of the ores. Bill will do the honors.
Oh, be glad to. Now here, we have the 4-up wagon that we used to haul the ore to the smelter in town.
Fascinating.
Yeah, isn't it, though? And then over here, we... Haven't you got anything better to do?
Be careful how you speak to me.
My little sister, you know. Won't you step inside the mine where we're not so crowded?
Fascinating. Booey.
They don't seem to know where they want this gold. Maybe we can make up their minds for them.
I heard what you just said.
Yeah? Then maybe you better keep your mouth shut. Unless you want your daughter to find out her old man's nothing but a dump rat.
Not so loud. She'll hear you.
You're blamed right she will. If you talk out of turn.
Let me see some of this ore.
Well, sure.
Strange. How does it happen that gold quartz occur in gravel formation?
Well, you know, gold is where you find it.
But this is impossible. The gold would have to be in grains. They taught us that in school.
They did?
There's no use going on with it, Bill. This mine was salted with gold. It's worthless. I've known that all along.
Well, I'll be going to blazes. Then how come... Oh, why didn't you tell us this before?
I've tried to find some way to break the news to my father, but it isn't easy when he's been telling such whopping stories in his letters all these years.
Billy! Hey! Billy!
Bill, where are you?
Down here, Sagebrush.
You better get out there and stop that ore wagon. Them two gunmen from Tombstone have hijacked it.
This is out cross country. Heading for the border.
I might as well tell you the truth now, Penelope. This mine is worthless, and so is your old dad. We was both played out years ago. I tried not to hurt you. Wanted you to be proud of me, but I couldn't let my friends down. Bill and the judge. They'll have to make good if that ore is stolen.
You don't have to apologize to me, Daddy. Mother and I have always known.
I'm sorry things didn't work out as you expected.
No, they panned out a darn sight better.
This isn't the gold quartz I brought over.
Well, no. That's grain gold. Where'd you find it?
Right inside, under the ore we planted.
Yo-ho! Honey, we struck it rich. Now we can both go home to see your mother, and we can do it in style.
And we owe it all to the Calico Kid.
Fascinating.
Now listen, you little kid.
Remember, the month isn't over yet.
Now with his horse and with his gun, he's not afraid of anyone. 'Cause no one's quicker on the draw or quicker to defend the law. Buffalo Bill Jr., Buffalo Bill Jr. He's the son of a gun. Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Jr.